Welcome to Math with Miss V. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do long division with 3-digit divisor. Okay, as in the previous videos, I taught you that we don't have to do the multiples of the divisor, extra steps to be able to divide. So if you didn't check my previous video, I will suggest you to do that. So right away, let's start with this example. So 489,944 divided by 728. As in a previous video, I taught you we have to divide digit by digit. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna cover the digits of the dividend and then start to divide. So 728 goes to 4 0 times. I'm going to put the 0 on the top. Then I'm going to bring the next digit. 728 goes to 48 0 times. I'm going to bring the next digit. 728 goes to 489 again 0 times. I'm going to bring the next digit. 728 goes to 4,899. Now you're gonna tell me, oh my gosh, I do not have the multiples to be able to figure out how many times. You don't need it. It's just the same way I'm gonna cover 2 digits from the divisor to make it 1-digit number, the divisor. Look, I'm covering the last 2 digits. The same thing I have to do in a dividend. So now 7 goes to 48. It's easy, yes? 7 goes to 48 6 times. It means 728 goes to 4,899 6 times. So I'm gonna put the 6 and then I'm gonna multiply 6 by 728 to see if it's working. 6 times 8 is 48. I'm gonna put the 8 and carry 4. 6 times 2 is 12. 4 more will be 16. I'm gonna put the 6 and carry 1. 6 times 7 is 42. 1 more will be 43. Okay, now I'm gonna subtract to get the remainder. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 6 is 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. 4 minus 4 is 0. So the remainder will be 531. I'm going to bring down the next digit, which is 4. Again, the same way, right away, I'm going to cover the last 2 digits to estimate my answer. 7 goes to 53 7 times. It means 728 goes to 5,314 7 times. I'm going to put the 7. Then I'm going to multiply 7 by the divisor to check if 7 is working. 7 times 8, 56. I'm going to put the 6 and carry 5. 7 times 2 is 14. 5 more will be 19. I'm gonna put the 9 and carry 1. 7 times 7 is 49. 1 more will be 50. Now I'm gonna subtract to get the remainder. 4 minus 6, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow from the tens place. 14 minus 6 is 8. Because there's a borrowing sign on the top of this 1, it's 0, 1 digit less, 0. 0 minus 9, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow. This is gonna become 10, not 0. 10 minus 9 is 1. Now there is a borrowing sign on the top of the 3, it's 2. 2 minus 0 is 2. 5 minus 5 is 0. The remainder will be 218. Let's bring down the next digit, which is 4. Okay, again, the same way, right away, I'm gonna cover the last two digits of the divisor and dividend. So 7 goes to 21 3 times. It means 728 goes to 2,184 3 times. Let's check it. 3 times 8 is 24. I'm gonna put the 4 and carry 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 more will be 8. 3 times 7 is 21. I'm gonna subtract to get the remainder, which is 0. So don't forget to erase the zeros on the front of our answer because number never can start with 0. Okay, so 489,944 divided by 728 is equal to 673. Did you see how easy I did the division with 3-digit divisor without doing extra steps on the side, let's say multiples or something else? Let's try another example. 225,624 divided by 632. Okay, the same way, right away, I'm gonna cover the digits and leave only the first digit. Okay, 632 goes to 2 0 times. I'm gonna bring the next digit. 632 goes to 22 0 times. I'm gonna bring the next digit. 632 goes to 225 again 0 times. Let's bring the next digit. 632 goes to 2,256. How many times? Right away, I'm gonna cover. If you are already confident, you can cover with your fingers or you can do it mentally. But because we are just learning, I'm gonna use the covering papers. 6 goes to 22 3 times. It means 632 goes to 2,256 3 times. I'm gonna put the 3. Then I'm gonna multiply 3 by 632 to check if it's correct. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, now I'm gonna subtract to get the remainder. 6 minus 6 is 0. 5 minus 9, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow from the next digit. 15 minus 9 is 6. Now this is 1 because there's a borrowing sign on the top of this number. It's 1 digit less. 1 minus 8, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow. 11 minus 8 is 3. So there's a borrowing sign on the top of this 2. It means it's 1 digit less. 1 minus 1 is 0. So the remainder will be 360. Let's bring down the next digit, which is 2. And right away, I'm gonna cover to see how many times. Okay. 6 goes to 36 6 times. It means 632 goes to 3,602 6 times. I'm gonna put the 6. You know, yes, this 6 is the imaginary number. So we have to multiply 6 by 632 to see if it's working. Okay. 6 times 2, 12. I'm gonna put the 2 and carry 1. 6 times 3 is 18. 1 more will be 19. I'm gonna put the 9 and carry 1. 6 times 6 is 36. 1 more will be 37. Okay, if you can see here, 3,792 is bigger than 3,602. It means our imaginary number 6 is not working. So what we're gonna do, when the imaginary number is not working, we're just gonna bring one digit down. 6, one digit less will be 5. Okay, so we're gonna erase the last step that we did with the 6. Okay, 6 was bigger, so our imaginary number 6 was not working, so we're gonna bring it down one digit, so it's gonna be 5. Okay, let's check 5. 5 times 2 is 10. I'm gonna put the 0 and carry 1. 5 times 3 is 15. One more will be 16. I'm gonna put the 6 and carry 1. 5 times 6 is 30. One more will be 31. Okay, 5 is working. Now let's subtract to get the remainder. 2 minus 0 is 2. 0 minus 6, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow. 10 minus 6 is 4. 6 gonna become 5 because there is a borrowing sign on the top. 5 minus 1 is 4. So 3 minus 3 is 0. The remainder will be 442. Let's bring down the next digit, the last one. Now, right away I'm gonna cover the digits. 2 from the divisor, 2 from the dividend. 6 goes to 44 7 times. It means 632 goes to 4,424 7 times. Let's multiply to see if it's working. 7 times 2 is 14. I'm gonna put the 4 and carry 1. 7 times 3 is 21. One more will be 22. I'm gonna put the 2 and carry another 2. 7 times 6 is 42. 2 more will be 44. I'm gonna subtract to get the remainder, which is 0. So let's erase the zeros on the front of our answer, because number cannot start with the 0. So 225,624 divided by 632 is equal to 357. Did you see? Sometimes we are doing one extra step, which is we are bringing our imaginary number one digit down, or even sometimes you don't have to do that. So again, I'm gonna tell you, you don't need to do extra step multiples of the divisor to be able to divide. Let's try another example. 77,436 divided by 239. Okay, the same way, I'm gonna cover the digits, only leaving the first digit in a dividend. 239 goes to 7 0 times. Let's bring the next digit. 239 goes to 77 0 times. Let's bring the next digit. 239 goes to 774. How many times? I can cover with my fingers 2 digits, or I can cover with the covering paper. If you do not have it, you can cover with your fingers. Okay, so 2 goes to 7 3 times. It means 239 goes to 774 3 times. I'm gonna put the 3. Then I'm gonna multiply 3 by 239 to check if my 3, imaginary number 3, is working. 3 times 9, 27. I'm gonna put the 7 and carry 2. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 more will be 11. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 more will be 7. Let's subtract to get the remainder. 4 minus 7, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow from the tens place. 14 minus 7 is 7. Now, because there's a borrowing sign on the top of this 7, it's 1 digit less. It's 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 7 minus 7 is 0. So the remainder will be 57. Let's bring down the next digit, which is 3. Now, again, the same way, I'm gonna cover 2 digits. 2 goes to 5, 2 times. It means 239 goes to 573, 2 times. Let's multiply 2 by 239 to check it. 2 times 9 is 18. I'm gonna put the 8 and carry 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 more will be 7. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, let's subtract to get the remainder. 3 minus 8, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow from the tens place. 13 minus 8 is 5. Now, this is not 7, this is 6 because there is a borrowing sign on the top. 6 minus 7, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow. 16 minus 7 is 9. Now, there's a borrowing sign on the top of the 5. It means it's 1 digit less. 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So the remainder will be 95. Let's bring down the next digit, which is the last one. Again, the same way, I'm gonna cover 2 digits from the divisor and 2 from the dividend. 2 goes to 9 4 times. It means 239 goes to 956 4 times. Let's check it. 4 times 9 is 36. I'm gonna put the 6 and carry 3. 4 times 3, 12. 3 more will be 15. I'm gonna put the 5 and carry 1. 4 times 2 is 8. 1 more will be 9. Let's subtract and get the remainder, which is 0. Let's not forget to erase the zeros because number never can start with 0. So, 77,436 divided by 239 is equal to 324. Let's try one more example. 2,300,844 divided by 364. Again, the same way, I'm gonna cover the digits in a dividend, leaving only the first digit. 364 goes to 2 0 times. Let's bring the next digit. 364 goes to 23 0 times. Let's bring the next digit. 364 goes to 230 again 0 times. We're gonna bring the next digit. Okay, 364 goes to 2,300. How many times? Again, the same way, I'm gonna cover the last digits of the divisor and the last digits of the dividend. 3 goes to 23 7 times. It means 364 goes to 2,300 7 times. Now we have to check if 7 is working. 7 times 4 is 28. I'm gonna put the 8 and carry 2. 7 times 6 is 42. 2 more will be 44. 7 times 3 is 21. 4 more will be 25. Okay, 2,548 is bigger than 2,300. It means our imaginary number 7 is not working. What we are doing? We are going one digit less. Let's erase the last step that we did with 7. So 7 was not working. We're gonna go one digit less, which is 6. Okay, let's multiply 6 by 364 to see if it's working. 6 times 4 is 24. I'm gonna put the 4 and carry 2. 6 times 6 is 36. 2 more will be 38. I'm gonna put the 8 and carry 2. 6 times 3 is 18. 2 more will be 20. Oh, 3, I'm so sorry. 3 more. Because let's do it again. 6 times 4 is 24. I'm gonna put the 4 and carry 2. 6 times 6 is 36. 2 more will be 38. I put the 8 and carry 3. Now 6 times 3 is 18. 3 more will be 21. Okay, let's subtract to get the remainder. 0 minus 4, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow. 10 minus 4 is 6. Now, this is even not 0. It's one digit less than 0. I'm gonna borrow again. This is gonna become 10, but you remember I give one digit to the ones place. So it's 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. This is not 3 anymore. It's 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. So the remainder will be 116. Let's go and get the next digit. 8. Again, the same way, I'm gonna cover 2 from the divisor, 2 from the dividend. 3 goes to 11 3 times. So 364 goes to 1,168 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. I'm gonna put the 2 and carry 1. 3 times 6 is 18. 1 more will be 19. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 more will be 10. Let's subtract and get the remainder. 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 minus 9, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow. 16 minus 9 is 7. This is now 0 because there's a borrowing sign on the top. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So the remainder will be 76. Let's go and get the next digit. Okay, again the same way. I'm gonna cover this time with my fingers. So 3 goes to 7 2 times. It means 364 goes to 764 2 times. Let's check it. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 6 is 12. I'm gonna put the 2 and carry 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 more will be 7. Let's subtract to get the remainder. 4 minus 8, I can't do that. I'm gonna borrow. 14 minus 8 is 6. Now this is not 6, this is 5 because there is a borrowing sign on the top. 5 minus 2 is 3. 7 minus 7 is 0. Let's bring down the next digit. Okay, 364 goes to 364 1 times. 1 times 364 is 364. We will subtract and get the remainder, which is 0. So let's erase the zeros in the front of our answer. Voila! So 2,000,000 300,844 divided by 364 is equal to 6,321. Thanks for watching. See you next time.